Inspiremercial for STEM students. I am Dr. Gena Henderson here at the Kennedy Space Center. STEM students, this morning I wanted to conclude my discussion last week about hindrances of Black PhDs and what are some of the barriers and some of the issues when it comes to obtaining a PhD. So I walked you through getting a bachelor's, walked you through up to pursuing a master's degree. And today I want to make that final conclusion of talking about the hindrances for a PhD. And so it is cost. It is the way you are actually treated once you get into the programs. And it's the fact that you really don't have statistics on your side to state that you will overcome most of the pressures that you actually feel. So the National Science Foundation has actually stated that, I think in 2016, there are areas where we lack a lot of PhDs. And those areas, I think, they said there probably was a 1.8 increase in physics. There was a 3.7 increase in math. And then there was a 3.8 increase in computer science, and then there was a 4.1 increase in engineering. So those are some of the areas where we are lacking PhDs. So if you all don't stay in to get those higher degrees, who is there to earn those degrees? Because who will be there to educate? If students don't become a part of faculty, become a part of research, who would be there to usher in this next generation of science, technology, engineers, mathematicians? So it's important, but PhDs are a personal choice. Everyone can't get one. And you have to really want it, because there are going to be so many things up against you. Just the amount of discipline that you have to have over your life. Like for me, there were many family functions that I couldn't attend when I was actually working on a PhD. I was working full time too. And so there was just things that I couldn't always participate in. But I tell you now, there's so much reward within being disciplined. So with anything worth having, it's worth working for and waiting for it. So that's what my mom has always taught us. And so it makes me work harder when I see that things are harder to obtain. So those are just some of the hindrances. Like I said, it's cost, it's the way you're treated once you're there. And then, it's the amount of disrespect you get once you had a PhD in the workplace. Some people feel like, oh, you got a PhD, oh, this job don't take a PhD. Well, it doesn't take a PhD. It may not, my job don't take a PhD, but there are so many things I get to do because I do have a PhD. And one of those is how much energy I get to invest into my students, making sure that they are developed properly, making sure they are doing the things that they need to do. I'm able to go to the institutions and recruit. Not saying that that's not afforded to everybody, you have to have a PhD, but I'm actually able to sit there and have a very intellectual, rather streamlined conversation with them because of the fact that I do have a PhD. So I want to thank you for going to work with Gena this morning. If there are any infomercials that you've missed, please don't hesitate to go to YouTube, going to work with Gena. Thank you.